Pregnancy is a chapter unlike any other in the life of a woman. It carries within it the miracle of creation, but also the undeniable truth that the body transforms every single day. The physical changes can be both beautiful and challenging, and many expectant mothers find themselves seeking ways to support their bodies, nurture their well-being, and prepare for the months ahead. It is in this context that exercises for pregnant women become more than just movements. They become a ritual of connection, a mindful way of embracing the new self that emerges with every heartbeat of the child growing inside. What might seem like simple gestures, lifting the arms, shifting the hips, stretching the back, can hold profound meaning when approached with awareness, care, and intention. Imagine standing in a quiet room filled with soft light, your breath steady, the air holding a subtle energy of anticipation. You place your hands gently on your belly, feeling the rhythm of life inside you. The exercises you choose at this moment are not only about fitness, but about respect. They are a language of love spoken between you and your child, an unspoken promise that you are preparing yourself, body and mind, for the journey of motherhood. And so begins the practice, a gentle exploration of movement, strength, and surrender. Among the most common challenges expectant mothers face is the presence of discomfort in the lower back. As the months progress and the weight distribution shifts, the spine adapts to the new reality, curving more deeply to carry the growing life within. The muscles that once held balance with ease are now tested, and the body calls out for relief. It is here that exercises for back pain relief play a vital role, offering not just comfort, but also the reassurance that the body is capable of adapting gracefully to the changes. Each exercise becomes a pause, a way of telling yourself, I am not powerless against this discomfort. I can nurture my body with kindness and patience. One of the most accessible and deeply effective movements is as simple as standing upright and allowing the hips to draw circles in the air. At first glance, it may appear almost too subtle to carry real impact, but anyone who has practiced it understands the quiet power it holds. These circular movements with the hips, standing, awaken the pelvis, release the tension that gathers in the lower back, and gently strengthen the muscles that will later play a role in labor. The rhythm of the circles becomes like a dance, a flow that connects you to ancient traditions of movement. For generations, women have swayed their hips in circles, not only as a form of exercise, but as a celebration of life and femininity itself. To practice this, you stand with your feet slightly apart, grounding yourself firmly on the floor. You close your eyes if you wish, and begin to draw slow, deliberate circles with your hips, letting them move forward, sideways, back, and around again. At first, the movement may feel mechanical, but with each rotation, you discover its meditative nature. You can imagine that your hips are painting invisible patterns in the air, spiraling with energy, releasing what no longer serves you, and embracing what strengthens you. This movement is gentle enough for nearly any stage of pregnancy, yet powerful in its ability to bring ease and mobility to the spine. Beyond this exercise, the practice of movement during pregnancy becomes a tapestry of gentle yet purposeful actions. Some days it might be a light cardio routine to keep circulation flowing and energy alive. On other days, it might be stretches that open the chest and shoulders, reminding you to breathe deeply. But the beauty of exercises for pregnant women lies in their adaptability. There is no rigid prescription, only an invitation to listen to the body and respond with compassion. If your body craves stillness, you honor that. If it asks for movement, you offer it. The idea of relieving back pain through exercise is not about eliminating every sensation, but rather about creating balance. Pregnancy teaches that discomfort can coexist with joy, and strength can coexist with vulnerability. When you engage in exercises designed for back pain, you are not rejecting the process, but instead learning to navigate it with grace. Imagine yourself performing a gentle cat-cow stretch on all fours, the spine arching upward and then flowing downward, the breath guiding each transition. The tension slowly melts, and in its place arises a sense of spaciousness. This is more than a stretch. It is a reminder that the body is fluid, resilient, and capable of holding new life with both strength and softness. It is also essential to remember that movement during pregnancy is never only physical. It is emotional and spiritual as well. The connection between body and mind deepens when you recognize that each exercise is also a form of meditation. The slow hip circles, the stretches for back relief, the gentle lifts of the arms, each of these movements carries a message of awareness. They invite you to pause, to breathe, to connect with the child who listens not with ears but with energy, sensing the rhythm of your heartbeat and the calmness of your presence. Sometimes, the simplest routines become the most transformative. Standing tall, drawing circles with the hips, breathing into the lower back. These may seem like modest practices, but they open pathways of energy that influence both mother and child. The hips hold stories, tension, and strength. By moving them in circles, you release, you soften, and you prepare. The back carries weight, both physical and symbolic. By stretching and supporting it, you affirm your ability to carry what is entrusted to you. Every exercise, whether it is designed for strength, for relief, or for flexibility, becomes a sacred offering. As the journey of pregnancy continues, there is an understanding that what matters is not perfection, but presence. You do not need to move like a dancer or stretch like an athlete. What you need is to show up for yourself and for the life within you. Exercises for pregnant women are not about competition. They are about celebration. They celebrate the changes, the resilience, and the wisdom of the body. They teach patience, reminding you that growth is a process, both for the child and for the mother. Let us imagine a daily ritual built around these principles. You begin with stillness, grounding your feet and taking a few deep breaths. You then allow your hips to sway in circles, slowly, deliberately, exploring the space around you with softness. After a few minutes, you transition into stretches designed for the spine, perhaps placing your hands against a wall and leaning forward gently to lengthen the back. You might then choose a seated position, rolling your shoulders, loosening the neck, finding freedom in small but significant movements. This routine, though simple, is a treasure. It does not demand hours, it demands awareness, and in return it offers relief, strength, and connection. Over time, these practices shape not only the physical body but also the mindset. Pregnancy, after all, is as much about the inner journey as the outer one. The woman who chooses to engage in movement is choosing to honor herself, to affirm that she is worthy of care, and to model for her child the importance of listening to the body. Each time she performs circular hip movements, she is reclaiming her rhythm. Each time she stretches to relieve back pain, she is reclaiming her comfort. Each time she chooses an exercise, no matter how small, she is reclaiming her power. When the day of birth approaches, these practices reveal their hidden strength. The hips that learn to circle with ease are more open, more prepared to move with the waves of labor. The back that was stretched and supported is more resilient. The breath that was cultivated in moments of exercise is ready to carry the mother through the intensity of contractions. What once seemed like small movements now reveal themselves as profound preparations for one of the most transformative experiences of life. In truth, these exercises extend beyond pregnancy itself. They are lessons that remain, reminding the mother that care for the body is never a phase, but a lifelong devotion. After birth, when the demands of motherhood take center stage, the simple act of standing tall, moving the hips in circles, and breathing deeply can continue to offer relief, grounding, and renewal. Thus, exercises for pregnant women are not merely about fitness. They are about cultivating a relationship with the body that is rooted in respect, awareness, and love. They teach that movement is medicine, that relief can be found in the simplest gestures, and that the journey of pregnancy is enriched when approached with both strength and softness. Exercises for back pain relief remind us that even discomfort can be met with grace, and that by moving intentionally, we can find comfort even in times of challenge. And the practice of circular movements with the hips, standing, reminds us of our ancient connection to rhythm, to dance, to life itself. In the end, what remains is not just a series of exercises, but a way of living, a way of honoring the body, preparing for transformation, and embracing the miracle of carrying life. To move is to celebrate, and in pregnancy, every movement becomes an act of love.